Hey, Colabcoaching here again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It's week 2 of the healing series. So excited to talk about this topic. So, the question slash thought I want you to think about this week is, can you truly heal alone? Can you truly heal alone? Now, the simple answer is yes. You have every power within you. You have every force that you can possibly have to heal by yourself. But is that the best option for you? I personally believe that's the hardest option, especially as I talked about last week, especially with my things that I had to heal from. Healing alone was very difficult. Not only do you have to create a strategy to heal, not only do you have to focus on, well, what do you have to heal from in the first place, you also have to now put that all together to make something to allow yourself to heal, that whole atmosphere. And that's a lot of work. Honestly, that could be the most overwhelming part, is just figuring out how to heal. Now, as I said, you can most definitely heal by yourself. If you're that type of person that's strong enough to heal by themselves, I say go for it. First thing you got to do is figure out what you need to heal from, as we talked about last week. The second thing, of course, is to figure out the strategy in which is best for you to heal, the environment that you need to heal. Then you're able to start that whole process on your own. Now, the reason why I say it's the hardest is because you have to break down every single part of this aspect by yourself. If you're strong willed that you can make it happen by yourself, more power to you. But for someone like me, I had to have someone from an outside perspective, someone that didn't know me 100%, they didn't know me too well, they didn't grow up with me, someone that can see different possibilities and different ideas that I didn't have within me, because most of the time we are focused and fixed on one way of thinking. You might be open minded and learning different possibilities, but in reality, until you're able to learn that for yourself, you will not be able to actually capitalize on it. So, what I had to do is I had to get an outside perspective. I had to get someone that didn't really know me, as I said, and for them to bring their own ideas into my healing process. That way, it can speed up the process. Because if you're healing by yourself, it's going to take a while. No way to sugarcoat that. It's going to take a while because you have to figure all of these things out on your own while dealing with life, while dealing with your significant other, while dealing with your kids, while dealing with your job, while dealing with the pain. Now, let's break that. Let's stop right here. You know how hard it is to deal with a pain and hurt and trying to function at the same time? We've all been there. Whether you've maybe sprained an ankle or hurt yourself or cut yourself, you're kind of handicapped at a moment. You're handicapped because you're not at 100%. Now try doing that and adding on the whole idea of trying to focus on healing. It's gonna be overwhelming. That's why it's always good to have that outside perspective to help you along the way. Now, that person helped me to realize a different strategy. A different strategy meaning, okay, you focus on the hurt, you focus on what's hurting you. I'm gonna help you focus on the strategy. That way you can divide and conquer. That person that you decided to help you may be a therapist, may be a coach, it may be an advisor, a mentor, whatever it may be. That person is focusing on helping you create that strategy, while you're focusing on, well, what is really causing that hurt in the first place. That way you guys can collaborate with each other and you be able to focus on the best possible strategy to heal and start that healing process in the most effective way. Now, that doesn't happen with the first person you come in contact with. That doesn't happen maybe with the second person or third. It may take a while for you, but I'm here to say don't stop trying. The biggest thing that you could do to hurt yourself is just stop trying to get help. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that there's power within healing for yourself, true. And then there's power that comes from healing with someone else as teamwork. That's true as well. Wouldn't it be great for you to combine those powers together? Wouldn't it be awesome for you now to capitalize on both ends and create that big thing? That way you'll be able to have the biggest possibility you can to heal. That's exactly what healing and starting a healing process with someone else can do for you. Now, If you choose, now don't get me wrong, if you choose to heal by yourself, I want to help you as well. If you choose to heal by yourself, first thing to do, as I said, focus on what that hurt, what that hurt is, and where it came from. Most of the time we think that it's our fault, and sometimes yes, but majority of the time, and most likely, that pain came from somewhere else. It may have came from your childhood, and the pain that you got from your childhood from maybe a parent or a bully or a family member, or whatever it may be, and now it's now coming to the surface. Or it may have been something that happened yesterday with your boss, or with your significant other, or with a friend. Whatever it may be, you have to find out the source of that pain and that hurt. Once you find the source, you now got to create a strategy for yourself. You have to create something to create that environment to start that healing process. That may be you focusing on yourself more in self care. It may be you focusing on that hurt and figure out things to counteract that hurt. Maybe doing something to heal, such as you growing and nurturing yourself, learning books, learning different strategies from different people that have similar situations that you went through, such as people who have wrote different books about what the hurt that they did and how they overcame it. You can do it that way. You can find someone on YouTube, find a counselor, a therapist, find a coach that can help you as far as you talking about it. Now, you're using that coach and that therapist to talk about it, and that way you're creating the strategy for yourself, whereas you're using that therapist and coach to collaborate with you. That's a whole different concept in itself. So you, first thing, as I said, go ahead and figure out what that pain and hurt is, then figure out, well, what strategy, what environment do I want to have to start that healing process, and then actually start doing it. And as I said last time in the last video, it's not going to be a quick fix. It might be. You might be that person that all you needed to do was just find that one thing, and you're able to, propel yourself to healing. That's awesome. But if you're not that person that doesn't have that process down packed as quickly as you want it, it's going to take a while. It may take a couple weeks, a couple months for you to actually put yourself in the mindset to start that healing process. But if you are that person that's like, okay, I know I can't do this by myself. Yes, I know that I didn't cause this pain and hurt, and I might not be able to get closure from that person. It'll, in a beautiful world, we'll be able to get closure from every single situation that's caused by someone else that caused our hurt. That's a beautiful world, but in reality, that most likely doesn't happen. So if you're that person that you know that you can't get closure from that person and you still want to heal, then you have to start that process. As I said, it is an option to do it by yourself, but for me, I think the most effective way is to do it with a coach, to do it with a therapist, to do it with someone that a mentor that you trust and that can help you create that strategy. As I said, they don't have to be that person that figures out that hurt for you. In all reality, we all know what's causing our hurt. That person might help you bring it to the light, and then that person can help you strategize. That's all they need to do for you. They don't need to be that person to hand hold you every step of the way. You may want that, but they don't have to be obligated to do that. You can do that by yourself. Don't rely solely on that person, because at the end of the day, it's you that needs to heal, not that person. But you have to focus on the process and starting that healing process. No matter what, whether you choose to do it on your own or you choose to get help, you have to start today. And the best way to start today is to just figure out how you can do it and actually take that step and put it into action. So, who am I? I'm the Colab coach. I focus on relationships, but not only intimate relationships with your friends, families, neighbors, co-workers, and the most important relationship of all, with yourself. Go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com. Do that relationship checklist to see if we're a good fit for each other, so we can help each other, and I can help you start that whole healing process. Follow me on Facebook, Colab Coaching. Follow me on Instagram, Colab Coaching. All my videos are on YouTube. All my series are on YouTube. Just type in Colab Coaching. Like and subscribe as well, so you don't miss out on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and share this with anyone that you know is struggling to start their healing process and they feel like they can't do it on their own and need help. I'm here to help them, or I can show them somewhere else So show them a person that can help them as well if they're interested. This is November, still doing that November special, which is a free coaching session with any session you choose from. Go on my website, look at my packages. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Be safe.